Hey guys, here for another action figure review, and this time we're going to take a look at another Marvel Legends review. And this time around, we're looking at the Target exclusive 2-pack that comes with the Captain America Civil War Machine Mark II, or actually this is Mark III, I believe, and then the Avengers Iron Man Mark 27 concept series. I guess this is kind of a made-up suit. If it says concept series on the bottom, but it does say Mark 27 could be kind of real from the movie, but it never came out. So many marks that Tony Stark has made, so many armors that we probably haven't even seen in the movies. But anyways, we're gonna take a look at both these figures. It looks like they come with quite a few accessories. I'm pretty excited for that War Machine. So anyways, here's the side of the package. We have the Mark 27 on the side there, and then we have War Machine on that side. Looking at the back, we have the two figures posed up, and then we have a read up for War Machine that says War Machine is ready for action with his battle baton and the best in Stark technology. And then on Mark 27, we got Iron Man enters stealth mode with the camouflaging capabilities of the Mark 27 armor. So that's about it. Let's get these two figures out the package and see how they stack up. Alright, so here we have War Machine Mark III and Mark 27 Iron Man figure out of the packages. And I gotta say that the War Machine is the highlight of this 2-pack. Mark 27 is okay, but it is a repainted sculpt. It's the exact same figure as the Mark II War Machine figure that came out with the Avengers wave, I believe. It's just painted like this. Like I said, it said concept, so I'm guessing it's just a made-up armor by Hasbro. I don't know. I've never really seen this type of armor. It's kind of like the Denver Broncos colors on there. But anyways, the Mark III, it says 3 right there on the bicep of War Machine, looks very good. It reminds me of the War Machine figure that Hasbro made for the Iron Man 2 Walmart exclusive figures, and that one was just phenomenal. And it just reminds me of it. I think they used kind of the same plastic, same paint that they did for that figure, and this one just looks awesome. Real quick, we're going to look at the accessories of both figures. Now, War Machine comes packing heat. The only thing that the Mark 27 figure comes with is this gun that goes on his shoulder, but that just snaps on his back, and then you have the little turret on his shoulder. As for War Machine, we have quite a few here. We have some extra hands, so we have the open hands on him, along with these fists. So we have 2 fists, and then we have the baton that he uses in the movie. It looks like this is a closed version of it, and then this is an open version of it, so that's pretty cool. So you have 2 options there. Then we have his turret gun that goes on his shoulder right here. It is on a hinge. This, on the other hand, I'm not quite sure what it is. It looks like it goes on his shoulder. So there's that. It kind of looks like the end of this right here, of the turret. And then we have these 2 pieces, which I'm also not sure what they are, but they do articulate open like that. So, and it does come off. It's on a little peg, so it goes right back in. There's 2 of those right here. Like I said, I'm not quite sure what they are. As for the figures themselves, I'm going to go ahead and take out the one that we already know out of the way, since this is a reuse figure. We have the head on a ball jointed hinge, so it goes down and up pretty good, left and right. The arm goes forward and back, in and out, bicep swivel. So we do have the shoulder guards on a hinge, so that's good, doesn't hinder any articulation there. Double jointed elbows with a swivel at the wrist and a hinge there. Diaphragm joint at the torso, which is kind of stiff, but does swivel forward and back as much as it allows it to go with that armor there. The legs go forward and back, in and out. Kind of gets hindered right there with this armor piece. You can twist it and do this kind of thing, but it looks weird. But anyways, there you go. Swivel at the thigh. Double jointed knees. Ankles go forward and back, super stiff, so they don't really move. And then I can't really say that there's an ankle pivot there. It does swivel left and right though. So there you go. As for the paint itself, and also the turret does articulate. The paint, the only thing painted here is the orange. The blue is the marbleized plastic that they did on Ironmonger, the Build-A-Figure a while back on the Iron Man 3 series. The only thing painted is the orange there, so that's about it on detail. As for War Machine, this is the highlight of the 2-pack. Like I said, this figure looks very nice. I love how he came out and how they painted him, and the details they put on him, like the Lieutenant Colonel James Rhodes right there, triangles there. The arc reactor is painted there. Got the Air Force shoulder paint there, the Mark III on the bicep, little things like that I just absolutely love. Looking at the sculpt on the back, I just love how that came out as well. Hasbro did a great job with this War Machine again. This one though did came with a lot of paint that was just kind of all over the place, especially on this leg right here. You see all the silver over here, the silver on the knee right here. It's kind of messy, a little sloppy on the torso right here by the name. It's a little sloppy there as well. That is a bummer. I hate when they do that, but you know, not much you can do there. There's the head sculpt, the face, the eyes are painted too. So this is the new armor he wore in the movie. So pretty cool. I like how the figure came out. Alright, so taking a look at this weird accessory that I mentioned earlier, it looks like there's a little peg there and down here. I don't know if it's a gun or not, but it looks like this can hook onto his arm. So there's a little slot there, so it seems like this could go here and that would hang there, but I'm just not quite sure. I'm gonna have to watch the movie again to see what this really is. I don't know if that goes there or not. But then again, there's this other spot here, and then his thigh has that slot right there, and it looks like this is for that, I guess. So that stays there, and then there is another slot over here, so we do have two. So here's the other one, and that would go right here. So it kind of looks like a gun, and it looks like, you know, I don't know. I'm really quite not sure. I'm really not sure where this goes. So I'm probably gonna have to look that up. But you do have the option to put it there or here. So it looks like it's an extra gun for the leg and the arm. As for the turret, we do have the turret. His shoulders have these two big gaps there. So there you could put the turret. So there he is with the turret on his shoulder. The turret's kind of loose, so that kind of sucks. But I noticed that the peg holes here are different. This one's a little bit bigger. This one's a little bit smaller. So this side is for the turret, and then what this piece was is the turret sitting or resting on him. So if you don't want him using this turret or pointing at anybody, take this off and put this here, and that's him having the turret kind of like equipped, you know. And then this other side could either equip the non-open baton. So you could put the baton like that, and he kind of reaches over his shoulder and grabs it. I believe that's what it's for. So that fits perfect. So I'm assuming that that's what that is for. And then once you grab it, you know, you don't need it on his shoulder, and then he'll hold the baton. So there you have it. That's pretty much it. So one side's for the baton, one side's for the turret, either resting or firing mode. Let's go on to the articulation of this figure. We have the head going left and right. Well, there goes the turret. Down and up. Forward and back on the arms, in and out. Swivel at the bicep, double jointed elbows. Swivel at the wrist with a hinge. The handguard is a little soft plastic, so it doesn't really get in the way. Of course, hinges on the shoulder pad, so which is good. Swivel at the torso diaphragm joint. Forward and back, not that much though. Forward and back on the leg, but you gotta kind of like angle it to get it all the way out. In and out, not much on the legs. Upward thigh swivels, double jointed knees. Ankles go forward and back, and the ankle pivots just a little bit, as much as that little guard on the armor allows it to go. And that's about it on the articulation. Alright, that concludes my review on the Target exclusive Marvel Legends 2-pack of the War Machine and Mark 27 Iron Man figures. I believe it's well worth it for the War Machine figure, but it's an easy pass on the Mark 27. Not really impressed with it. It is very hard to stand up in the first place. It's just a kind of like a lazy move just to throw in another figure in there. They did a great job on War Machine though. I wish they could have just packed in another character, maybe Vision or something from the movie, you know, instead of this random figure concept or whatever. So I'm not really too crazy about it, but again, it's a cool armor to have if you have an armory of Iron Man armors, which I am trying to build, so that works out for me. But if you're just a regular collector looking for the movie figures and stuff, get it for War Machine, probably sell off the Mark 27. So with that said, War Machine is a badass figure. Hasbro did a good job. I'm surprised it's not a standalone release. But overall, I think it's well worth it for this. I love the accessories on him, and the way he just looks reminds me a lot of the Iron Man 2 Walmart exclusive War Machine. And just for the hell of it, here he is, as dusty as can be because he's on my shelf. But it reminds me a lot of this, kind of the same plastic paint and everything overall. And I was really impressed with this figure back in the day, still am today. And I think this new War Machine is a very nice addition to the upgrades of his armor. So with that said, that concludes my review. Hope you guys enjoyed. Please leave a like, comment, subscribe. You guys will like, and you guys have a great day. Bye.
That's crispy.